Hey there, how's it going? My name is Lookouts and welcome to this video on Last Epoch. Today, we are going to be taking on the ending of the STORM Monolith as the Warlock and taking on Lagon here. Seeing if we can beat him here and get our blessing. Some key information about the Monolith here is you want to get your cold and lightning reses up as it is centered around cold and lightning damage. We're going to be facing Lagon. Lagon is the boss of this area, so it's going to be a tough fight. He's got some different mechanics than in the campaign. Also, we're going to check out the unique that he drops. At this current stage of the game, he has a chance to drop 2 different uniques. And we're going to see which one we get. Also, the blessings are kind of around cold and lightning-ish blessings. Like lightning res and stuff like that. But we're going to see what blessing we're going to get today. Let's run through a character here before we go. Ghost Flames, main skill, focused on ignite and damage chance, as well as decrepify and fear in our enemies. Then we also have CHTHONIC FISSURE, which is basically machine gun shooting out spirits. The spirits shred necrotic and fire res stacks, as well as has a chance to shoot out a bunch of chaos balls. Then we also have chaos balls inflicting damned and ignite chance, while also casts and rip blood 30% of the time because we only have about 30 intelligence. Then we have it also cursing with bone curse. Then our main defensive skill is transplant, which gives us a crap ton of armor, to be honest, as well as being our maneuverable skill. We got Spear Plague for an extra curse and a little bit more damage with the global damage over time. And yeah, that's about it. Run through our passive tree very quickly here. This is the Acolyte tree. And this is our Warlock tree, mainly focusing on ailment overloads, damage over time, some ward aspects here, as well as intelligence and mana regen. Let's not waste any more time, jump into the monolith, start this and see how we go. We're also going to check out how much echoes it's going to take for us to get to the boss here. Let's go. Screen shake. Gonna mainly focus experience. So we're gonna go this way. The frozen woodlands. See what first objective we have to do. Our first objective is just to slay enemies and locate the primeval dragon. And then we have to slay the primeval dragon. This is a tough dude here, because he resisted our main source of damage. Necrotic! Although we do also do fire, so it is nice to kind of split the 2 damage sources. Not always the most effective, to be honest. It's much more effective to be skilled in one source of damage. Just adjusting my headset there. But yeah, it's probably more effective to be scaling one source of damage rather than 2 separate ones, such as like scaling them all into bleed. But the nice thing about having 2 different damage sources is if they're resistant to one source, the other one will take them out. But yeah. So far, damage is pretty decent, and we have a lot of garbage items, which we're going to have to farm up new items sooner or later. But now we just have to go slay the primeval dragon, so I've got to go find this dragon, see where he is, and then turn him into soup. Yeah, the main way I'm going to run through the monoliths is to try and move through them fast. Just do enough to get the objectives going. And then get out once we do the objectives. See how much damage we do to the primeval dragon, the boss of this map. We have an insane amount of war generation. Oh, that's going to be... Thought that was death for us, but we took a mountain time. Have a quick look. We're going to take this ring. Actually, it's going to be terrible. We're going to take that too. And then let's get out of here. Let's grab the wards. More shards. Open the chest. And let's try to do this fast. So we're going to move. Also, I forgot to check how much stability we have to get. I'm assuming it's around 350. Previous one was 300, so we'll have a look at it now after this one. We have to go and find patrols. So we're going to have to move and try and intercept them as they move around the map. It's lucky we got one here close. If you see your element overloads going off, you can see a flame whip going and hitting the dudes once we stack up 25 fire res. I'm actually going to take this because that one's not too bad. Ooh, that's an insane idle to grab too. That's going to generate insane amounts of wards for us. We need to get out of that because that could potentially one-shot us. We don't have a ton of health at this point, but we do have an insane amount of ward generation for right now anyway. That's this I got done pretty quickly. We got very little stability, but that's okay. We want to move out as far as we can, because the further you move away from the center of your monolith, the more stability you get. So let's check the stability. Yeah, no, 320. That was 350, but let's keep going for experience. Try to level up as much as we can to the verdant outskirts. We've got to slay enemies to locate the gate. We're going to keep moving in this direction because it's more than likely going to spawn over here somewhere. Super far away. We took a lot of damage. Most of our survivability is casting ghost flames. But we are 6 levels under. So if we were to reach more levels, we will be doing a lot more damage. We're going to be focusing getting damage over time in our next pints. Problem is with our build so far, we run out of mana pretty quickly and have a hard time getting it back usually. We have to use chaos balls generally to get it all our mana back. The more curses we have on an enemy, the higher chance we have. That's the Ruby Captain. Shredded! The more curses we have on an enemy, and the more we hit the chaos balls, the more chance we have to get mana back. They did a lot of physical damage to us there, but it looks good. We got the gate ready to go, so we're going to make our way there. Actually, no, they could be doing cold. It's basically what I said at the start. Melee crit chance, we don't need that. Another Ruby Captain. They do significant damage to us. We're gonna get an allied beetle. Going to be helping us out here, and awesome! All our levels, or all our skills leveled up, not all our levels. We've seen a big flame wave come out and hit that big tiger thing. Not too bad. Eagle Wing, crit multi damage over time. Not for us. Mana Fire Res, dodge rain. Also not for us. None of this stuff. There was a dude hiding. Okay. Let's get out of here. Head back and move on to the next one. That one was a bit longer, but you're gonna get those ones. Coming over chest. A bone amulet of remedy. Void penetration and minion health. Not for us. Let's do our levels here. CHTHONIC FISSURE. What we plan to do. Not Infernal Shades anyway. We want a secondary fissure. Enemies can take damage from both fissures if they stand on both. Will cost significantly more mana. So we're going to try this and see what it's like. If it's too much mana cost, we might not actually want to use it. Next up. We don't want to do that because we will end up taking too much damage. Channel cost we do not want. Damage in area. We could take less damage from Cursed. But we were going to go for this one actually. Lower channel cost and you gain a portion of mana as a ward each second. We were going to try this one. So we've increased our mana so far usage and also decreased it here. I'm going to go for Ignite Chance. Leave it at that. Transplant. We're going to make our way to Cast and Bone Curse when we arrive. Then Spear Plague. We're making our way to dealing more damage over here. And that's it so far. That's all our skills done. Let's go, actually more experience. Yeah, and then we're going to go for the helmets. We just got to keep on moving through. We're in the Burning Forest. Also remember effective modifiers as well. Gotta be careful of those saber-tooth things. You don't want that. Let's see so far. That's the first time I casted Chaos Balls. Or CHTHONIC FISSURE. That actually looks pretty sick actually. The fact that it throws out 2 now is actually incredibly awesome. Costs significantly more mana though. But it means you don't have to cast it twice. The ward generation and the mana cost on channeling is actually quite noticeable. I do think anyway. Allowing us to cast our Ghost Flame just a little bit more. The Ghost Flame stacks up so much of the damage over time, as well as giving us a serious amount of ward. A massive amount. Yeah, we're going to take that. That seems like an amazing armor. I'm going to have to craft on that one, I think. But I only see one prefix, and that was, or not prefix, one of the affixes, which is the armor. And also the base has a lot of resistance, like cold was one of them, I'm pretty sure. It's going to be a lot of cold damage, so we've got to be careful here. A lot of dudes trying to hammer down on us. That's this done. Let's get the flak out here. Let's have a quick look at this armor here. Minion health, necrotic resistance. Yeah, actually, the only good thing is actually the armor here. We're going to try to risk it though with a rune of refinement, and we actually lost what we want. Not a rune of refinement, a rune of removal. That's the gamble I took on it. I'm going to go for helmet, then money more than likely. Could go for dagger and then experience. We also have enough to do the first quest, but I'm going to save up for all the stability till we can do all 3 at once. So we're going to make our way, do the helmets, then move towards the money. We're going to the Solar Room Arena. See what this area is like. This is defeating 17 waves of enemies. I do like this one. I do enjoy doing the waves. It's just kind of focused on taking out enemies, which is quite nice. Also, experience gain on kill is incredible for us. Nice. Level up to 70. Wengari Outriders and Raiders. They just come out and throw their axes at us. We cannot go into the middle, or that is dead. All the fire in the middle. It's lucky that when we're on it, we didn't instantly get murder faced there. Oh, need to move. I'd like to know what wave we're on. I suppose you can tell by the stability, to be honest. Need to be careful of that dude. We just shred him instead. The only problem with casting out the two CHTHONIC fissures is it creates a longer line, alright, but you can't cast two directly on the big enemy. Awesome. Let's head out. You get the max stability from doing this, which is very nice. You don't have to traverse the map looking for all the enemies. Let's do our level up very, very quickly here. We were focusing on getting... Last level up, we did this one to spread wildfire during, or witchfire during overloads. But we are going to go back and focus getting damage over time. We could always go for increased health and start applying our own debuffs or damned back to us. But that's not for us as of yet. I'm going to craft on this helmet with the mana ward per second and increased health. We're going to lose some reses, but it's okay for now. Honestly, all these prefixes are not great, so we're just going to craft on intelligence. Then increase the ward per second as much as we can. Let's grab the health. And then let's do intelligence. After losing a bit of intelligence, we lost some physical and some void. And some ward retention, but we gain a lot more ward per second. Anyway, let's venture onwards here. We're going to go for money, which can give us up to 47 stability if we want. And then we're going to head towards the ruins. So let's go to the Lakeside Trail and see what we can achieve here. Increased experience per kill, awesome. Need to be careful, that's a lot of cold damage coming down to us. With those big boulders dropping. Stun chance. We will take. Sorry, there had a bit of a pause. Let's get back to it. We got to go and destroy the moon spires. So let's make our way. See how we do. Surprised by the damage output of our character so far. We haven't invested too heavily on our damage. We're literally using a Cindersong unique wand still, and it's still giving us a lot of damage. Our items are pretty much garbage. Except for Isidora's Tomb Binding Belt, which is a set item. It gives us a lot of armor. As well as cast speed. I'll show you a little bit better in a second when there's not as much enemies around. Gonna get the ice beetle. Yeah, this set item here, increased necrotic damage. I'd love to get the full set on it. It still didn't give you the best look at it. The ice beetle went and took that guy. It's hard to do it with the moon spires because they just keep sending out constant damage. But essentially what it does is it gives us more necrotic damage if we take damage, which we do a lot of necrotic damage. Gives us a massive amount of armor for a belt. And it also gives us faster cast speeds. Anything else on it? Armor, cast speed, increased armor, increased necrotic damage if you've taken a hit. Then if you get the full set items, which we probably, it's a bit too late for maybe, because it might not be towards the end game. That's good, but it gives you necrotic penetration. It's just more damage. See how it feels. But honestly, rare gloves or exalted gloves could actually be the shout. We've got 2 more friendly beetles on our side, coming along for the journey, helping us out. Here's the final Moonspire. Awesome. Again, to give us awesome damage over time and necrotic. We got the full stability. We don't need to take those guys out. Only for experience, really. Let's head back. See if we can fit in this idol here. Let's check. We don't need lightning resistance, so we do lose this, but that's going to be a decent more damage here, actually. 6. Yeah, an extra 150. Tooltips are always kind of inaccurate, but they're not accurate all the time. Can we fit this in too? I would like this. Ali reses, fire damage and chance on ward. We could actually take that out, but it would stop us from being fully capped. Let's see here. Do we lose this for this? And then see, because that's going to give us a hell of a lot more ward per second, even though it is mid-ranged ward per second. We said we're going to go for the runes. We're about halfway through. Well, actually, no, we're over halfway through, as the stability increases the further you go out. So yeah, definitely over halfway. Gotta go find Admiral Harton. We gotta go slay enemies till we find them. Some frost maws around. That was quick. I expected to actually slay a lot more dudes. But yeah, when we cast our transplant here, we also get bone armor, which gives us about 600 more armor, which brings us up to about 500, 1300 armor, which is pretty good for us, making us a lot more tanky. When you think about nearly doubling our armor situation, although it is on a 10-second cooldown, so we got to be careful with it. Here's Admiral Harton. Let's see if we can melt him down pretty quickly. Actually, no, he's pretty tanky. And just like that, we ramped up. Yeah, our damage is mostly not instant. It takes a little bit to ramp, but once it ramps, then it does serious damage. We're going to be taking that. That's not so good. Could be good for the Falconer, but it's not what I want right now. Huge Nomad Idol. We don't want that either. Chance supply. Nah, we do not want that either. Don't forget this one over here. Marrow, Bone Nova, Elemental Resistance. Actually, that's kind of nice, but not for us. We'll hold on to it for now. Let's go back, get our rewards, and move onwards here. Grab all the garbage. And the shards. So we should go for the glyphs and then more shards. To the Sapphire Refuge. I almost struggle to say that word. Gotta go and find the gate, so we gotta slay enemies till the gate opens up. I don't mind the splitting or summoning 2 chthonic fissures. However, we just get a lot slower or something. Or we just chilled? Yeah, they slow us on hit. Our build is getting in close and getting hit. Because it increases our necrotic damage too. So this is going to be slow getting to the boss. So we're going to take lots of hits. Going to throw Chthonic Fissure and then run. When I said boss, I meant the gate that we have to seal. But yeah, we are getting even more war generation. That's this cycle conquered. And let's go back. Get all the glyphs. Open the chest. Grab all this stuff. Don't want any of this. No, thank you. Let's continue onwards now. 231. 90 more to go. Well, A9 to be exact. To the Burning Forest. Let's go and find these golems. We've got to be careful of them because they have the potential to one-shot us if we're not careful. Sapphire Ring of Deflection. Not what I want. Again, they chill us. What's our movement speed at right now? It's only 7%. That's why. I feel like I'm kind of moving at a snail's pace. Got a problem because the patrol that we are chasing is moving away from us, and the troll behind us was going in the direction that we are coming from. We're gonna have to just run by everyone, mostly to get the patrol. Yeah, we've got to be careful of that attack. That attack will more than likely one-shot us. Keeping an eye on the patrol on the map here. See where it's going. Try to intercept it as much as we can. Or as best as we can. Throwing out Chthonic Fissure. Uses up a lot of our mana, but with Chaos Balls giving us mana back on hit actually gives us back mana, so it is quite nice to have basically a machine gun Chaos Balls. We need to get out of that. Let's see. Yeah, shredded. Let's see anything else here. No, let's go. Back to the end of time. Let's open this up. Get the shards. Get all that. Let's continue on. We need 49 more. Should we go for staves? Or not staves, scepters. I think we go for idols here. Big fan of getting better and better idols. Because it increases the power of our character here as well. And awesome, it's a wave based one, which is really, really nice. I do enjoy these ones.
Impossible. Death will not take me. It eludes me.
I feel like our build is pretty good at dealing with these because we generate up a significant amount more of ward when taking out a bunch of little enemies.
Your death has come.
Our damage kind of, again, bosses. It's still pretty decent, but the mana issues is the problem when again bosses. That's the only problem with it. As you can see, we shred down the rares. It's not instant shredding down the rares, but once we build up the stacks, damage over time, then we shred. It's also a reason why I like Ghost Flames, because it allows us to generate up that serious amount of ward. Actually, we can't do anything now because I threw CHTHONIC FISSURE and used up all our mana.
Will not take me.
Nice. We completed it. Anything good here? Anything of value? No. Let's go. Gold ring of remedy, thrown attack speed, physical damage. Not too bad. I do like that it has 2 resistances on it. But we do not have any thrown attacks. Chance to chill when necrotic skills and ward retention. That seems interesting, to be honest. That also seems pretty interesting, as volatile zombies can have a big impact on the Warlock, based on what I've seen in the skill tree so far. We just need to do one more Echo here before we can start doing the quests, and then we'll see what we have to do for the quest. More slaying patrols, so let's get on our bike and go. Before we go though, we want to grab the shards. Yeah, so far it's been a lot of cold and lightning damage so far. That patrol is moving very, very fast. It'd nearly be better just to run back the way we came. Nice. It's a lot of shards. And attack speed. We're going to actually run this way and try hopefully catch either one of these. We're going to head down this one because this one is moving in our direction. Need to be careful here. There's a lot of screen clutter going on.
Worthless, anyway.
Our inventory is full of shards and glyphs.
It eludes me.
Let's keep going. Try to catch up to this. Spamming the transplant to move outside the map as fast as possible.
Impossible.
Need to be careful. Nice. Echo conquered. Plus 3 to Dread Shade. 15 mana. We'll hold on to it. Actually, we don't have Dread Shade. Dread Shade. So what I'm going to showcase here is a Rune of Shattering to try and get the level of Dread Shade. And yeah, we got a plus 5 shards on Dread Shade. So that's a good use of Runes of Shattering to try and get the rare affixes on some items. Let's check the items here. Mana efficiency with wide spells. We'll hold on to it. Mage 1, Lightning Blast when hits. We're not going to even bother picking that one up, I don't think. Crit Strike multi. Crit Strike chance for Skellies and Skelly Mages. 1 low end, 1 high end. We'll take that one though. We'll take that too. What's this one do? Well, Poison Aura is active. Increase cooldown recovery speed with Transplant. Ward on potion use. Ward per second during Profane Veil. Okay, cool, but we don't want that either. Increased avoid damage. Honestly, I didn't read the second half of this. It says with fire skills, so not what I want. If it was avoid skills, then yeah, more than likely. Let's get our chest reward. None good. And now, let's do the quest. We've done 11 echoes. So that's how much echoes it took us to get there. And that was running through. The majority of running to the end and doing the objectives. There was a couple where we did the full stability. But they were mostly the wave-based ones. Or when we had to run too far. So our quest here is we've got to fight off Maruna and save Captain. Fight off Maruna and save Trader Hallam. And fight off Maruna and save Trader Cecilia.
Your death has come.
We just gotta make our way and save up
It illumes me.
3 NPCs. That was very satisfying. Using ghost flames on a big area of enemies. That was taking quite a lot bit of damage.
It eludes me.
Yes?
Get out of here. Actually, we didn't do our level. Just going to throw it into damage over time very, very quickly. As that is our main thing to do right now. We don't want that either. Got to fight off all the enemies around. Is that? No, there's still more guys. One dude there. Yeah, that's it. Get the flak out here, dude.
Death will not take me. Impossible. It eludes me.
I'm gonna get out of there too. And that's the second. This one was very, very quick actually. Not too bad. This one could be done a lot faster than I just did it. But we didn't do too slow. And yeah. We just got scammed again. It tends to happen once you do this specific quest echoes. Those chests tend to not have rewards. I think it's mainly due to playing in offline mode. We've got to storm the oil, gather the moon fragments, sealing the temple's entrance. Which now we have to collect 6 of them. Which in the campaign we want to collect 2.
It eludes me.
Oh, so this is a dead end. Why am I going this way? It's a cool looking scepter. Let's check these boots very, very quickly. Health regen per second. Yeah, we're going to take that. Got movement speed. We don't really need the health regen, to be honest. Actually, might not be the best for our character. Anything to do with ward is going to be what's good for us. Although, potentially, there is items that give us ward per use of our health. Essentially, gain 20%. Ward, but lose 20% of your life per second. Which that could balance it out for us. Let's grab this. Move onwards, we need to get 5 more moon fragments.
Death will not take me.
Nice. Only 4 more to get.
Impossible.
I'm going to try and move a little bit quicker, but it's a lot of enemies around us. When they summon a twin at half health, do they keep all of their damage over time? I'm assuming they do. Other stacks of damned or ignite. That guy was stunned like crazy. Awesome soul fire bashing key, which we will do at some point. Once we get stronger and finish all the monoliths, we'll move on and try do some of the keys here. We gotta make our way. Continue on. Storming the Isle. That guy's slowly taking the damage over time.
Death, it eludes me.
It's a dead end.
It
Holy moly. Making it a lot longer than it needs to be.
Eludes. Impossible.
Impossible. Come on, let's go.
It eludes me.
Still 2 more to go.
Your death has come. It eludes me. Impossible.
I need to turn off that when our character keeps saying impossible or it eludes me when I spam transplant our maneuverable skill. Because I do spam it quite a lot to move.
Wither before me.
Also, you can see down here our buffs, damned overload. Essentially what that does is once we stack up 25 necrotic or dam chance stacks, I mean, we deal increased damage, well, basically on how much life we have missing, which is not great for us because as you can see we're pretty much always full health. So yeah, we're not getting too much value out of that, but the ignite one is a little bit better for us, as this casts a flame whip that deals 709 damage per second, although it has a 1 second cooldown. Also with the damned one, they get cast with chains, immobilizing them for 2 seconds. Let's see if we can stack up all and see on these guy here. I didn't see the chains on him. No, I was too low. We didn't get to showcase properly. That's a lot of mana. Necrotic resistance is basically, from our skill tree we have capped necrotic resistance. We don't need any more. But there is a passive skill in the tree that gives us ward decay threshold per uncapped necrotic resistance. Then it would be good. But as of right now, it's not. It's basically dead staff for us. If we take it, our dead affixes.
Yes.
Please let me try. Let's go. Trying to go through the big portal. See would that take us anywhere, but no, let's go back. And let's get ready to take on Lagon here. Got scammed once again. What was I expecting? Our cold res is down a bit, so I'm a bit worried about being absolutely melted here. We could do this, but we do lose 200 armor. Getting a bit more ward or mana regeneration. Should we actually use his helmets? I think it's actually worth using, to be honest. Let's go. Eye of the Storm. In this time, Lagon is attacked by Reyes forces and driven to unleash a storm to the coast. Destroy his enemies, but also put his own people in the process. Slay Lagon to end the storm. Let's go. Let's go ahead and try face Lagon here. See if our build can handle it. He does have some one-shot mechanics. So we got to be very, very careful here. We are cold and lightning capped, but we did lose 200 armor in the process. So I'm not entirely sure if it's probably worth it. We need to be very careful here. We're going to teleport. That was a close call. Its circle AoE attack is one of the attacks that is one shot, so make sure to stay out. We need to be careful. That could stun us. I shouldn't use the teleporter as... We're going to need our teleport as much as possible. It's doing that, so take a little bit less damage. I'm gonna try to stay in the middle. We need to move, move, move. That one is a one-shot. That was also a lot of damage to us. That is danger to us. We take a lot of damage when we're stunned. Awesome. We can dodge that one fairly easy. Need to move out of that one. But positioning is key in this fight. Eventually, you'll take him down. Just be aware of where you're going to be. It's going to be a lot harder with these tidal waves coming in though. Lagon's tentacle. Need to be careful. As you can see, the tidal waves do a lot of damage. From health potions, so need to be pretty careful. Need the health potion badly. Need that one too. Oh, and that one. We got lucky there. Going to worry about our position more than anything. I'm going to move to the other side now. He's going to cast that. We're going to move to that other direction. We need to... We got stunned there for a second. That was pretty much dead if we didn't teleport out. Yeah, we moved it to the other direction. Be careful. Just keep moving. Need to get out there. That was a teleport. We almost died there. The tentacles stunning you every once in a while is very dangerous. That was a close call. Come on, we don't have our teleport. Oh, lads, we barely survived there. Whew. That was a lot more difficult than I thought it was going to be, but we managed to get through it. And now we get to reap our rewards with our blessing. We got 31 mana on the low range, which is garbage. 22 ward per second. Kind of more mid-range. We're probably going to take this one, to be honest. And then we got increased lightning damage. Well, if we were doing lightning damage, I would 100% go for this, but we're going to take the ward per second. And that's our blessing. And we also got the specific unique that drops from him. There's a 50-50% chance at this level to drop another unique. I'm pretty sure it is a shield. But this is a two-handed weapon called Illuvian. Has 51 melee cold damage, 36 melee lightning damage, 47 spell damage, 39 cold res, 20 lightning res, and 100% chance to cast Tidal Wave when using melee attack with a 2-second cooldown. Has 0 mana cost, but a wave of crashing water, dealing spell cold damage in a wide area. Added spell damage is applied at 400% effectiveness. Seems incredibly good. I'd like to know if there's any specific builds that use that weapon. But I have never used it, so let's head back and finish up this monolith. And now we have to do the Reign of the Dragons or the Fall of the Empire. But we're going to leave it here for now. But yeah, the monoliths focus around cold and lightning damage, so I would get your cold and lightning reses up as much as possible. And that's that. We got our blessing. Next episode, we're going to be moving on to either the Reign of Dragons or the Fall of the Empire. But for now, thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed the video. And if you did enjoy it, please leave a like and subscribe. And I hope you keep a lookout for the next one. See you next time.